Good evening, Doctor and my fellow friends. My name is Yun Han and my metric number is 286571. We are from Group 10 and we would like to present the Creating and Managing a Portfolio. So for this report has been prepared in response to a client who has entrusted us with an investment of 100,000. The client's objective is to build a portfolio consisting of 5 active equities listed on Bursa Malaysia. So for the first stock in the portfolio is the CIMB Bank. CIMB Bank is one of the leading banking institutions in Malaysia. With a strong track record and solid market presence, CIMB Bank presents an attractive investment opportunity. And Batu Kawan represents the second stock in the portfolio. By including Batu Kawan in the portfolio, we aim to capitalize on its diverse revenue streams and potential for growth. Gamuda, a prominent infrastructure and engineering company, is the third stock in the portfolio. This stock offers exposure to the company's growing infrastructure sector. MISC is the fourth stock in the portfolio. MISC is well positioned to benefit from the global trade of energy resources. The final stock in the portfolio is the Padini, renowned retailer in the fashion industry. By including Padini, we aim to tap into the customer discretionary sector and potential growth in the retail industry.
Hi everyone, my name is Lim Kaijun and my metric number is 285671. Now I would like to present about the economic analysis. First and foremost, monetary policy is a combination of instruments used by a country's central banks to regulate the general money supply and encourage economic growth, which include methods such as alternative interest rate. Interest rate is the amount a lender charges a borrower. Stock market and interest rate having a negative connection, lowering interest rate will boost the stock market. Next, fiscal policy. Fiscal policy is the use of public expenditure and taxation to affect the economy, particularly macroeconomic condition. Government may sustainability reduce rate and boost expenditure to boost demand and the economy. On the other hand, politics will affect market price because it is such a benchmark for the country. This is due to the fear that every investor and business owner has that an abrupt change in administrative will result in a change in economic policy. Gross domestic product (GDP) represents the market's worth of final product and service produced by a country for one period of year. GDP is the most critical economic factor out of all of them. According to Woodruff, stronger GDP will lead to business expansion due to more investors begin willing to invest during a strong economy. Inflation is now as the rising price of goods and services which decrease purchasing power for a particular economic cycle period. According to the World Bank, the annual inflation rate in Malaysia soared to 2.8% in May 2023 from 3.4% in March.
My name is Yap Singh with metric number 285516. They have 5 different industries in this assignment. Firstly is plantation industry. Halaman industry as man economy contributed and then agriculture as well of Malaysia. Malaysia is the second leading producers of palm oil worldwide. Since Malaysia will play global leadership role in fulfilling the global needs sustainably, hence they have several strategies that implemented by Malaysia, such as stopping the planting of oil palm in peatland area, or strategizing the regulation concerning assisting of oil palms cultivations of peatland. Plantation industry also faced some challenges such as labor shortage, managing the stakeholders, sustainability, financing, and diversifications. The major player in this industry is IOI Corporation Berhad, Sindabi Plantation Berhad, Kuala Lumpur Kebun Beras, and 13 Plantation Berhad. Second is banking and financial industry. This industry plays a crucial role in country economy because it providing finance funding to support economic activities. The challenge in this industry is the bank need digitize their operations and create strategy models to meet rising demand for digital services. In 2023, banks are likely to benefit from an increase in net interest margins and overnight policy rate. Digitalization also help banks to get a competitive edge, especially after the COVID-19 pandemic. The major player in this industry is Public Bank, Bear Bank, as well as CIMB Bank. Third is consumer product and services industry. As an important contributor to economy too, in 2021, the worldwide FMCG market was valued with 11,419 million. The challenge is the consumer preference might affect the demands for certain components and services. For example, COVID-19 pandemic had a major influence on consumer services, especially airline company. However, the opportunity in this industry is internet and social media use has increased the FMCG market demands. The internet system has enabled the creations and innovations of e-service like eBay. The major player in this industry is include Nestle, Coca-Cola, Dutch Lady, as well as FNN. In this industry, because of increasing in e-commerce and cross-border trade, it have boosted Malaysia transportation and logistics industry. Besides that, this industry also allowed the 19 Malaysia's SMEs explore new markets and compete globally. Moreover, the opportunity in this industry is because of the International Integrated Logistics Service we call IILS status initiative, which is equity-free status that implemented by Malaysia. It has increased the foreign direct investment into our country as well. So the major player in this industry is including Tasco Berhad, Harbour Link Berhad, and also FM Global Logistics Holding Berhad. The next industry is construction industry. It boosts the GDP and national growth, and it also supports the innovations, small and medium-sized businesses, and also attract the investment come inside our country. However, even though Malaysia economy has recovered after COVID-19 pandemic, but it also occurred the labor shortage and rising raw materials price, and this challenge will continue to hurt the building sector as well. There also has opportunity for this industry. For example, the construction has grown due to government funding of infrastructure project. For example, the MRT3 river construction project. The main major player in this industry is include YTL and also Gamuda Berhad, UEM Group Berhad.
Good day, Doctor. My name is Lim Jawin, metric number 285421. Now I would like to present about fundamental analysis for the companies that we chose. Firstly, for Buttercup and Berhad, the liquidity ratios such as current ratio, quick ratio, and cash ratio were decreasing from 2020 to 2021 and then increased in 2022. Besides, for the activity ratios, the total asset turnover of Buttercup and Berhad increased from 2020 to 2022. This means that Buttercup and Berhad was generating more revenues per ringgit Malaysia of assets in 2022. In addition, we can see that the leverage ratios of Buttercup and Berhad showed a reduction in 2022. Moreover, the profitability ratios of Buttercup and Berhad were decreasing, while for the common stock ratios, the earnings per share of Buttercup and Berhad showed an upward trend from 2020 to 2022. Next is CIMB Group Holdings Berhad. For the activity ratios, the bank efficiency ratio of CIMB decreased from 2020 to 2022. This indicates that the performance of CIMB in generating profits from its internal resources was improving. This is because for a bank, the lower the efficiency ratio, the better the bank performance. Besides, for the leverage ratio, the interest coverage ratio of CIMB increased. Moreover, the profitability performance of CIMB is good. This is because the profitability ratios such as ROA, ROE, and net profit margin of CIMB increased from 2020 to 2022. Apart from that, for the common stock ratios, the earning per share of CIMB also increased. Furthermore, let's discuss about Padini Holdings Berhad. The liquidity ratios of Padini were increasing from 2020 to 2021 and then decreasing in 2022. Besides, the activity ratios such as inventory turnover, receivables turnover, and total assets turnover of Padini were decreasing from 2020 to 2021 and then increased in 2022. Furthermore, for the leverage ratios, the interest coverage ratio of Padini decreased slightly from 2020 to 2021 but increased dramatically in 2022. In addition, the profitability performance of Padini is quite excellent in 2022. Lastly, for the common stock ratios, the payout ratio and earnings per share of Padini decreased from 2020 to 2021, while increased in 2022.
I'm unfailing with metro number 285762. Let me continue the presentation with the fundamental analysis. Let's see the financial condition and operating results of the MISC Berhad. For the liquidity ratios, the trends increased from 2020 to 2021 but dropped in 2022. Next is activity ratios, which include inventory turnover, receivables turnover, and total assets turnover. They show an increase in 2022, which means MISC improves its efficiency in operation. Moreover, due to the deduction in debt capital in 2022, leverage ratios of MISC indicate a reduction in 2022. While for profitability, though MISC suffered losses in 2020, the positive values in both 2021 and 2022 represent MISC is recovering from the heat of pandemic. Last is common stock ratios. Although it indicates a bad performance in 2020, they recovered and increased in the next 2 years. Lastly, let's talk about the performance of Gamuda Berhad. In 2022, Gamuda achieved ideal values in all liquidity ratios, which means the firm has sufficient liquidity to meet emergency needs. While for activity ratios, although Gamuda are having slight decrease in 2021, they rise up in 2022. In addition, with a high interest coverage ratios, Gamuda is suggested to increase its debt financing because its debt to equity ratio was decreased in 2022.
While for profitability, Gamuda achieved healthy values in all ratios, and this situation causes the earnings per share of Gamuda to show an increase from 2020 till 2022. In this part, I will share about the intrinsic value of our traded stocks. Firstly, based on our calculation, the future share price of Batu Kawan Berhad is 27 ringgit 12 cents, while the current price is 20 ringgit 98 cents. This means the share of Batu Kawan is undervalued around 6 ringgit 14 cents. It is suggested to purchase the share.
Now I will continue the presentation with the intrinsic value of CIMB Group Holdings Berhad. The future share price of CIMB in 2023 is 7 ringgit 88 cent, while its current price is 5 ringgit 21 cent. This indicates that the stock price of CIMB is undervalued and has a strong potential to grow in the future. Thus, investors are strongly encouraged to purchase the stock for gaining profit in the future. Furthermore, the stock price of Padini is slightly overvalued with a little difference of 15 cents. Thus, investors are encouraged to do some analysis and considerations before buying the stock to prevent the loss.
While the share of MISC Berhad is overvalued around 74 cents, which represents its future growth opportunity is less and may not bring profit to the shareholders. Similar to MISC, the share of Gamuda Berhad is also overvalued with the amount at 41 cents. Since the difference is little, further analysis and consideration are needed before purchasing the stock to avoid the loss.
The moving average of Batu Kawan, we can see that from 12th of April until 26th of May, there is a bullish signal which recommend the investor to buy the stock. However, for 26th May until 6th of June, this is a bearish signal which is recommend the investor to sell the stock. Besides that, during the trading period, the RSI showed that from 30th of May until 8th of June, has showed that the value below 1030 it was a bullish signal which showing oversold circumstance. Hence, investor recommend to buy the stock. Whereas for support and resistance, we can see that the 19th of June, the support price was recorded as 20 ringgit 40 cents. Resistance price was 21 ringgit 42 cents. The price on the same day is 20 ringgit 44 cents, which is close to the support level, which is a signal to sell the stock.
Now I would like to present the technical analysis for the CIMB Bank. According to the moving average convergence and divergence, on the 6th of June, it shows the bullish signal, where the price will rise and it recommended to buy the share. While on the 23rd June, it shows the bearish. So it means that in another word, we should sell the share because there is a chance where the share price will decrease. Well, according to the graph shows the RSI on the 3rd of July was 50.1, which is between the range of RSI 80 and 30. It recommended to sell it as it is a bearish. While according to the moving average on the 8th of June, it shows the bullish signal, which means it is a great opportunity to buy the stock. While on the 28th June, it indicates a bearish signal, which means that it recommended to sell the stock. While the last one is regarding the support and resistance. The share price at the support level and resistance level is 5 ringgit and 4 cents and 5 ringgit and 32 cents respectively. The closing price at 9th of December 2022 is 5 ringgit and 80 cents, which is close to support level. Thus, it is recommended to sell the stock.
Now I will continue the presentation with the technical analysis of Padini Holdings Berhad. Firstly, for the moving average indicator, the stock of Padini show a bearish signal from the 2nd to the 19th of June, while it show a bullish signal from the 20th of June to the 5th of July. Besides, for the MACD indicator, the stock of Padini show a bearish signal from the 2nd to the 8th of June, while it show a bullish signal from the 9th of June to the 5th of July. Furthermore, the RSI of Padini was changing in the range between 30 to 70 during our trading period. Thus, there was no occurrence of the situation of overbought or oversold in this period. Lastly, support and resistance indicator on the 14th of June, the support share price of Padini was 3 ringgit 60 cents, while its resistance share price was 4 ringgit 18 cents. The share price of Padini on that day was 3 ringgit 81 cents, which was more closely to the support share price if compared to the resistance share price. Thus, we buy stock of Padini on that day. That's all from me. Thank you.
This part is about the technical analysis of MISC Berhad. During the trading period, the moving average of MISC demonstrates the share price of MISC is fluctuating and facing the bearish trend in majority time. While for the MACD, MISC has a volatile and fluctuating price movement during the trading period. On 8 June, there is a bullish signal when MACD line crossed the signal line, but it became bearish on 12 June due to signal line cross the MACD line. Next, the RSI of MISC is changing in the range of RSI 70 and 30 during the trading period. This represents there is no oversold or overbought circumstance happens. Last is support and resistance indicator. On 2nd of June in 2023, the share of MISC shows the support price at 7 ringgit 14 cent and the resistance price at 7 ringgit 32 cent. We entered the market in this day with the price at 7 ringgit 22 cents, which is closer to the support price. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hi, it's me again. This is the technical analysis about Gamuda Berhad. During trading period when the moving average for 10 days passed above the moving average for 30 days, it showed a bullish signal. This means that at the moment the trend is in an uptrend. For the MACD, the MACD line crossed from below to above the MACD signal line in the end of the June 2023. This indicated the share of Gamuda Berhad was bullish. However, on 1st of July 2023, the MACD lines crossed from above to below the MACD signal line. It showed that the stock was bearish and is recommended signal to sell the share. The RSI for Gamuda is changing in the range between 30 and 70. Those that are not overbought or oversold circumstances. On 2nd June 2023, we booked Gamuda stock. Support share price is RM4.31 and the resistance share price is RM4.52. The current share price is RM4.45. They are more closely to the resistance share price.
Lastly, I would like to present the portfolio trading for our report. So our first stock trading is on 2nd of June by purchasing the 1,000 share of the CMB Bank at 4.81 ringgit per share. And last, we decided to sell all of the CMB Bank share when reaching its highest market price by gaining the realized profit of 290 ringgit. After that, we execute our second stock trading on the 2nd June by purchasing the 1,000 share of the Batu Kawan Berhad at 20 ringgit 60 cent per share. So overall, we gain a total realized profit of 30,484 ringgit at 40.97% for Batu Kawan Sdn Berhad. And next one is on the first trading day, we execute our third stock trading of Gamuda Berhad. On 23rd June, we sold all Gamuda Berhad on hand to achieve a realized profit at the 360 ringgit at 2.13%. Next, we execute the fourth stock trading by purchasing 1,500 shares of MISC Berhad at the market price of 1.23 ringgit per share. However, the share price of MISC Berhad suddenly dropped dramatically. Hence, we immediately execute to cast losses and we sold all MISC on hand and got the loss of 150 ringgit with negative 0.19%. Finally, we trade our last stock Padini holdings on 14 June. Until our last trading day, we sold all Padini holding Berhad with 500 shares to achieve the realized profit at 150 ringgit at 1.21% in our trading portfolio. So in conclusion, throughout the trading days, we have gained a total profit of 143,588 ringgit with 43.56% of our entire invested capital from the 5 active stock. Yeah, so that's all from me. Thank you.
In conclusion, there are 5 listed companies that we choose, which are banking industry CIMB Group Holding Berhad, plantation industry Batu Kawan Berhad, construction industry Gamuda Berhad, transportation and logistics industry MISC Berhad, consumer product and service industry Padini Holding Berhad. The economy analysis that we use, which are monetary policy, fiscal policy, political in Malaysia, gross domestic product, GDP, and the inflation. Purchasing a stock, there are various analyses that we can do to evaluate the performance of the stock, such as fundamental and technical analysis. We are using 4 types of technical analysis in this assignment, which are MACD, Relative Strength Index, RSI, Moving Average, and Support and Resistance. The fundamental analysis on this report use 5 parameters, which are liquidity ratio, activity ratio, leverage ratio, profitability ratio, and the market prospect. Based on the fundamental analysis, there are 2 companies which are undervalued under the market prospect parameter, which have higher intrinsic value than its market value. The company are Batu Kawan Berhad and CIMB Group Holding Berhad. Based on the analysis we have done, the portfolio result for the trading days can be discovered that Batu Kawan Berhad and CIMB Holding Berhad have the most effective significant impact on investment. Batu Kawan achieved a realized profit of RM33,484 at 40.97%, while CIMB Group Holding Berhad achieved a realized profit of RM290 or 6.03%. The stock that performed the worst was MISC Berhad, which incurred a realized loss of RM150 or 0.19%. However, some of the stock in the portfolio have the potential to be good long-term investment because they are favourable performance of return and potential outlook. That's all for me. Thank you.